How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be featuring the Colbert, the legendary tier French light cruiser. This one is I guess I can describe in one word, and that's oof is the best thing that I can say about this match. As well, the beginning is pretty well, I don't know if it's intense, but I guess it gets there. A lot of questionable things, a lot of things getting annihilated by Colbert, uh, but also things get a little close, I guess you could say, as we barely survive later on. But honestly, just charging in with Colbert, we have more than enough armor for pretty much everything in this match. The only thing that I'm really afraid of is Schroeder, because AI Gaming can actually pen 32, and well, Colbert being 32 everywhere, I'd rather not have my HP melted away. Charging in, I'm located. I just had a gut feeling that I needed to pop sonar as I got to the island, and fortunately we actually caught an enemy Mogador just trying to YOLO in, which doesn't end so well for him. And there's the first oof that I can really say. Enemy Des Moines turning away to kite on the border. Not really sure what to do. I mean, there's two ships that's been spotted, and there should be one more somewhere, but we're not really sure where. Friendly battleship is turning to kite away. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to have him in support to fight the Des Moines, especially being a battleship that could technically overmatch 27 in the, I think he's in the Temeraire. Would have been nice, but since he is not really going to be able to support us, we're not really going to charge in because we still don't know what still remains unspotted. Our friendly Colbert that spawned with us finally woke up and started pushing towards the objective. And, well, enemy main pushing through the middle of the map. I do have a AP build on the Colbert. I have Gunther Lichtgens as well as Lip for as much AP damage as we can possibly get. Main being angled, we do start with HE, but as soon as he starts turning to dodge a lot of torpedoes from the middle, since there's quite a few destroyers there, I decide to switch to AP. And once you see these AP shells start landing, these things absolutely smack. Even though these are low caliber, there's just so many shells in the air, such a fast reload. And then on top of that, we're getting the bonuses from Gunther Lichtgens, Lip, as well as punch through, so that's 30% more AP damage just from commander skills. I don't have a legendary reload mod on the Colbert at this point, but we would have also had 5% more damage from our main guns. We did quite a bit of damage, but at this time there's so much torps that main finally decided to turn away. We did melt a lot of his HP, but now he's, well, kind of in a lot of trouble. There's a destroyer in front of him and a destroyer behind him. Friendly Smalland, fast torpedoes do catch him. We set him on fire, but he does have a damage con, and he's also sort of getting to the maximum of our range. I mean, we're aiming as high as we possibly can at this point. I'm just trying to set another fire and maybe we can finish him off, but Friendly Motto does that for us. Enemy Des Moines has been kind of unspotted in the back of their spawn. Not really sure where he went. That's why I kind of wished our battleship pushed in with us, because then he could have possibly spotted him and maybe given us some intel of where he was. But Worcester is the third ship that was here, and he decides to start pushing in. This is a kind of an interesting battle. We're going to fight him bow in. Ideally, we would technically have more DPM than him, and even though he has more pen and a higher caliber guns than the Colbert, the thing is 30 doesn't pen 32, so we can just stay bow in and get as many guns on him as we possibly can. Still getting a little worried where that Des Moines is. I mean, he did kind of turn back in and shoot us a couple of times. And with this Worcester pushing in, I have a feeling the Des Moines is trying to do a pincer maneuver and come from behind us and shove a bunch of super heavy American AP up my butt, especially because Colbert does have that little square kind of like booty hole where you can citadel it as we get absolutely smashed, and my worst fear is has come to fruition with the Des Moines coming from behind. Although once he gets around the corner, for some reason he decides to slow down and stop, which kind of hurts him there, because if he kept full speed, then he would have kept getting the angle for his AP to basically pen and citadel me. Although him slowing down and me turning, I guess, towards him in reverse, so ever so slowly, yeah, he doesn't get to keep the angle because he decided to stop. Not sure if the battleship made him scared or whatever it was, but we absolutely dumpster him because we get a bunch of citadels, and that AP build is just so nasty. Even though we had only our rear turrets on him, Colbert's AP DPM, at least with this build, is well over 1 million. So, I mean, if we cut that in half just because we did only have half of our guns, I mean, that's still 500,000 damage per minute, which is, I mean, what, 10 times what we really needed to kill a Des Moines. So, absolutely nasty and absolutely ridiculous. Another oof in this match, as yeah, we have 2 dev strikes, one on the Mogador and the other on the Des Moines. That was the last thing I was expecting to happen. I honestly thought I was gonna die, but I guess RNG saved us by giving us a bunch of citadels, and even when the Des Moines sort of tried to turn into angle, we were still getting it under his turrets. So everything kind of worked out. Now all that's left are these ships on the other side. Our Colbert that spawned with us capped and just bailed because, well, I guess there's no reason for him to deal with two radar cruisers that he'd probably end up dying to. Enemy Z-46 charging into B. Not really sure why he was shooting, but, well, he got spotted. And a Colbert charging at you and able to get all of its guns to bear and put its full DPM on you in a destroyer is never a good time, as the Z-46 also goes down. Now all that's left is the enemy Burger trying to, I guess, run away from everything on that flank. Fortunately for us, we can lob, so this is an excellent time to try our AP and just see how nasty our AP can be, since Burger is 32 in most places, and that should be enough, or not enough armor to shatter our AP at this range. Although the one unfortunate thing is that I can't actually see how high I'm aiming, and I do think as we start to get close to the edge of this island, I do end up aiming a little too high for, I guess, getting full pins either in the superstructure or casemate. Kind of wish we did actually look at the tracking camera just to see where our shells were going at that point. As you can see, we were well above the deck on the Burger, and he's sort of sailing towards us as well, so all those shells were missing. But the AP DPM on this is just so nasty, and unfortunately we don't actually finish off the Burger there. But kind of a intense match, honestly. Colbert AP build, probably my favorite. I mean, obviously we can spam HE, and even when we're not actually building into fire chance and whatnot, I mean, the reload, the amount of guns, I think we're more than fine. I mean, we had good examples of that against the main. We got a bunch of quick fires, and then once he went broadside, our AP just absolutely melted him. And, well, broadsides, Colbert AP, even though you won't citadel things at medium to long ranges, every pen you get for how many shells you put in the air is still just absolutely nasty. But we're using Andre Lemonnier, and we do have Gunther Luchins and Andrew the Lip. I kind of want to max out Lip because, I mean, 6% plus 14, I mean, that's 20% AP damage that you get from inspirations. And then you also have Punch Through, which also does another 10% damage for AP shells. So, I mean, that's 30% right there. Probably also need to throw on a ledge mod if I really want to see the maximum DPM out of this thing with AP. But that's probably going to be a while because got to save up on the steel. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more, and share it with your friends. Or leave a comment down below on other ships you want to see in the future. But anyway, guys, till next time, aloha.